Hi guys, this is Aura, just doing a little ESP. I told a story of how when I was little, at 8, I was first of all visiting Reverend Bobo, and we moved in with Reverend Bobo. Anyway, ESP is when the mind is so relaxed that you go into a state called alpha. Alpha requires you to breathe a certain way, relax everything, and then your mind relaxes. Now we learn in alpha that the mind does automatically relax after so many minutes. It's an automatic thing. It's called cycle per second. There are so many cycles in the mind every second. And then within those cycles, there is a relaxation period where you actually relax. And it's during those relaxation moments or seconds or milliseconds that you are more suggestible. So that's the first thing I'm teaching you. The mind is suggestible. You can tell that by the different commercials that you get. After a while, you see those commercials. It's called programming too, so much that you start believing in that product. Well, the mind can receive suggestions, and it often does. That's why we say always use, if you're trying to win the lottery, a lot of people, use self-hypnosis. Don't let other people hypnotize you. Do it yourself. You trust yourself, or you should. A lot of people are not trusting, especially online on YouTube. So learn self-hypnosis. I used to teach classes in it, but I'm very quiet about it because we simply said self-hypnosis is better than hypnosis. No, I would never try to hypnotize nobody. It's just wrong. Self-hypnosis is okay because we know that you can suggest things to the mind. So within these cycles per second, we know that the mind receives a suggestion. But it's only in alpha that you can really relax and train yourself or meditate. Okay? Now, to go into alpha, you don't have to be completely asleep. They talk about REM, the rapid eye movement, but it's right before you go to sleep, you relaxed, and that's when things are suggested to you. But that's when you can do things. You can do your affirmations. You can tell yourself what you want to achieve in your life, or the next day, or the next moment, or whatever. It's up to you. So, because we are trained to take suggestions from the television and the computer, and we are programmed, then obviously it's not working out because things are really crazy now. Okay? So you have to learn how to use your own affirmations. My favorite quote or discussion is by Reverend Ike. He said that a man that worked for him had been praying, meditating for a blue Rolls Royce. So the Reverend said one day he pulled up to front of his door up in the mountains of California with a blue on blue Corniche Rolls Royce. And the guy said, "Oh, Reverend, I have been visualizing for a car just like that. And the Reverend said, Robert Knight said, well, I got it. Because you didn't put yourself in the picture. You see what I'm trying to say? That's why I'm saying, don't let people hypnotize you. I'm not saying that Reverend Knight hypnotized the man to get the Rolls Royce. But Reverend Knight picked up on what the man was doing, obviously. You know what I'm saying? He picked up on what the man was doing. So, the man meditated and prayed, and Reverend Knight got the blue on blue Corniche car. And I explained that. How did that happen? Why is it that, and a lot of people believe that about preachers. I don't know if it's fair or unfair. I'm not judging. But they believe when all the praying, when you go to church and you be donating and praying, they believe that the preacher and his family gets all the blessings. I don't know why they think that. Because they think that and they put that thought energy out there, that's what happens. But you shouldn't think that. So if you go into prayer meeting every Wednesday night and you praying, you know, you praying for something that you want, you believe in, you say, well, how in the heck is the preacher going to receive the blessing and not you? You see, that's when people get into all kind of strange things. So that's why some people don't really want to deal with religion, you know. But, like I said, that's the first thing that you will learn in ESP. Your subconscious mind is far, far better to handle situations than your conscious mind. And in order to reach your subconscious mind, you have to be in alpha or asleep. There's a stage before you go to sleep, okay, where you can suggest things to yourself, not to others. I taught a class in that, and I also had some clients. One of my clients, who was an in-law, came to me because she couldn't win this number she was playing. Okay, it was a birthday number. So I had, I told this before too, in one of my earlier tapes. I had a crate full of self-hypnosis books and ESP. And I told her, let's read over some of these and let's go over some of these. And so we did. So I don't know how long it was, but she called me up one day. What was it, a week later or something like that? I don't remember. And she said, I had won. And so I said, how much you win? She said, oh, I won $5,000. I said, oh, that's wonderful. You know, I was happy for her because she was trying to fix a part of her house. You know, and she had a group home, so we really needed repairing. So then she called me back 2 days later and said, the number played again. And I was on my way to get it, another $5,000. It was straight, but something happened to stop her. Anyway, her husband came and he wanted to do something, so she ran on off with him and forgot to play the number. But, you know, that's just a story, but it's true. I'm saying you should study stuff like that if you really want to know. Now, I recommend people like Jake Ducey, Jakeducey. He's good. He's got a self-hypnosis tape that helps you. It gives you positive affirmations, which you can use before you go to bed. And I think that's good. When you say before you go to bed, you mean when you're in alpha. Okay, when you're in alpha. I took classes after class in that topic. Some people can go into alpha like that. Other people can't. It takes practice. But in order to help you accomplish a lot of things, you need to be relaxed. Some people do the opposite. They run, you know, they all jiggery and then they get something done, but then they're all tired out afterwards. And other people have to be in a relaxed state. But we will learn more about ESP and that sort of thing, because this is just lesson 1. So before you go to bed, make affirmations, write them down and say them right before you go to sleep. It works. And if that don't work, I got some more suggestions for you. This is Aura. Peace. Koliba.